guys, so I'm coming to you with a very quick review on the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is a, if you don't know, get out from under your rock. Juvia's Place is a, I wouldn't call it up and coming. I would still classify it as sort of indie, but black owned, wonderful brand who makes these beautiful palettes that definitely cater toward darker skinned people. And yeah, artwork is always beautiful. Look them up. They're sold in Ulta, and they have their own website and everything like that. So yes, this one is called the, again, Warrior 2. I have the original Warrior 1 as well, but this one is unique to them because this is their first all matte palette. So you have 9 big, beautiful matte pans of shadow in here. This palette retails for $20 on the Juvia's Place website, and they actually just had a sale where their stuff was 50% off, so I got mine for $10, which is insane. Yeah, so you have 9 all matte shades in here, very neutral, that kind of simple, classic staple shades. You have all the names here listed on the palette. There's no mirror, and I think that's all the logistics that I can give you. Yeah, so let's talk about the good and then we'll talk about the not so good. So I love Juvia's Place formula. Their mattes are absolutely insane. I'm going to talk to you while providing swatches of all these shades. Their mattes are absolutely insane. They blend very well with each other. I use Juvia's Place palettes because I like their, let me calm down. I use them almost always in conjunction with another palette because their palettes are set up in a way where you can get a complete look with all of them, but it definitely requires some challenging yourself. It definitely requires some, you know, just some brainstorming because they're set up in a way that I really appreciate. It's not like your classic eyeshadow palette. They're set up in a way where you really have to think about it, where there's not always an obvious brow highlight or not always an obvious transition or crease shade. They're just beautiful shades that look pretty together in a palette, and I just appreciate that really nicely. Really nicely. I appreciate it nicely. I appreciate it. Here's the 9 shades. Again, staple matte colors. Again, the formula is great. You get these huge pans. If you love matte shadows, you definitely can get a complete look with this. I have done a complete look with this. I need to look and see if I can post a picture. But I've done complete matte looks with this, playing around with this palette, and they were all beautiful. But I have to critique this one a little bit. You have 9 shades in here. You have 9 shades, and in my mind, I don't think they are unique enough from each other. So for an example, Yodit and Kufuru, these top 2 here, this one's slightly lighter, that one's slightly darker. You can see the difference. This one's warmer than this one. But are they really that different to have both of them in a 9-pan palette? If you're doing a 9-pan palette with all mattes, staple mattes, I just think, well, it never said that these are like staple mattes or neutral mattes, it's just all mattes. Okay, moving on to Dara and Zama. These two, this peach and this orange, they're just so close. When you have a palette of, you only have 9 to work with, they're so close that I don't need both of them. I mean, they're both pretty, but I really don't need both of them in a 9-pan palette. I would have rather had much more variation in the shades. Kana and Zaz are different enough. They're different enough. I mean, personally, I don't need both. I would have just taken this one. They're way different. But in terms of light shades, I don't know. The white, I guess it works. I've used it on the lid. It's really pretty. And then you have Welzana and Shawada. The gray and then the black. I like both of those, but again, do you need both of them? I will say, I gotta praise this black. This, you can tell in the pan. Look how serious that black is, just in the pan. This is a deep charcoal, but look how serious that black is. Me and Nelson had to really look at it and see if it was black or navy blue. But it is so concentrated, so pigmented. I mean, it's almost navy black, like it's like dark black. I mean, I can't even, oh my God, I'm blending this with my finger. Look at that black. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. That is probably the best black eyeshadow I own, period, in my entire thousands of eyeshadows, that is probably the best black. That's a strong claim, but I am standing behind it. I am absolutely standing behind it. Again, the quality, there's no problem. I just think this palette is kind of boring, but I think it's boring because there's not any variation. I think the matte looks that I came up with are pretty, but I really only have 1, 2, 3, 6-ish unique shades versus 9, because I think those two are extremely close. I think even these two, Jamada and Kafuru, are close, though, like they're just very close, where if you had 9 shades to work with, why did you pick such similar shades to put into the palette? Does that make sense? That's all I have to say about it. But it's cruelty free, designed and formulated in the USA. Yeah, I love the quality of Juvia's Place palettes. I'm going to continue to purchase Juvia's Place palettes, but this one, again, this was definitely one I'm going to use in conjunction. I'm wearing it today, with conjunction with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette that I've been playing with, because she has some metallic, some shimmery shades in her palette. Obviously, this one does not. And so I played, yeah, I used both, but this is a good set of high quality mattes, but I just don't think it's unique enough. I wish they had some more variant in colors in there, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Quick review. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about it, go ahead and leave it down below. I love you all, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.